Good morning, great people. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Myself, I'm doing fine. And welcome to Verified So, and welcome to this video. Now, let's handle this question. Does the DS260 form expire? And the second question, is there a deadline of submitting my DS260 form? Those two obvious questions are going to be answered in this video. So watch this video and get the knowledge. Let me begin this way. The DS260 form, yes, indeed, it expires. Just as with the other forms by the Immigration Department or the forms by the USCIS, they do expire. But let's understand what expiry means on these documents. Every batch of documents or forms that are released by the USCIS or any other department of the United States that needs to collect information from individuals, all those forms, they have an expiration date. So their batch numbers always change. And when one batch or serial number comes to the end of when it was intended to serve, then it needs a replacement with a newer version. And when it comes to this, then the end date for which those forms were to serve is called the expiration date. I will come up again. If you take the example of DS260 form, the DS260 form normally changes over time. And when we are shifting from one DS260 form to the next one, the next version with some updates, then we say that the form has reached its expiration. And you'll see the notification that the DS260 form will expire at such and such a date. That's what we call the expiration. So when you see an expiration date of a particular form, e.g. the form I-134, the form DS260, the form DS5535, and name them, that means that the end of that batch number or that serial number has come. And a newer version, normally with some few updates, is going to be rolled out. And now let's discuss this. Does the expiration date affect your DS260 form that you have filled and you have submitted? Definitely no. When you are filling the DS260 form, the form that you get, the online form that you get, is the form that is currently serving. And even if it has only 1 day to expiry, that form that you're filling is the one that is valid at that moment. And there's no problem with that. It is the form that you are supposed to fill. And once you fill it and submit it, even if a new version is enrolled after the expiration of the one that was serving, your details, they are safe. They are not affected in any way. They are safe, and you're not required to fill a newer DS260 form. It won't be possible. So does not affect your DS260 form at all. I hope you have understood that clearly. And then we come to the second question. Is there a deadline for submitting the DS260 form? The answer is an absolute yes. The deadline for submitting the DS260 form is normally 30th September of that fiscal year. I'll take an example. If you are a DV selectee for the DV Lottery 2023, then the deadline for submitting the DS260 form is the end of the fiscal year 2023, and that is 30th September 2023. If you are a DV Lottery 2024 winner, then you have until the end of the fiscal year 2024, and that is 30th of September 2024. And normally, the end of the fiscal year for a certain DV program is the end of all the interviews regarding that DV program. So, if you are waiting to submit the DS260 form at the end of the fiscal year, then that's a perfect, very perfect lateness. And that means you cannot be scheduled for the interview. Even your DS260 form would be processed. There's no time for that. Therefore, if you are a DV winner, the best practice is to submit your DS260 form as early as you can. I hope I've answered your questions, and if so, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. That is important. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing because much more is there in store for you. And let's meet in the next video.